What up, good people? I've been called as an oracle today. Let's vibe out to this track called The Lucrative, then we'll get right into the message. Alright, now, y'all. Let me tell you something. Okay, my birthday is coming up this Thanksgiving. All the glory belongs to God, because I'm still here. But I was just going to rest today. And for the next 7 days, 7 whole days, I was going to give myself the time to rest and get my mind right and keep my heart clear and clean. All right, y'all. So I'm going to be used as a vessel. Spirit called me to be an oracle today. I don't know what to say about a lot of things, so I'm just going to let Spirit talk. Spirit is inclusive, okay? The Lord told me that all high vibing energies are in the light, assisting us, guiding us, and helping us through. Now, the first thing I did here was put your nice on ice. It ain't safe out here in these streets. And if you're still stuck in the matrix, if you're still sleepwalking, you're still in a slumber state, you're not going to discern that. And anything I say right now, I ain't judging, I'm discerning. And you grown, you can do whatever you want to do. You know, you have government over yourself, governing yourself. But what does my dad say? Watch your conduct, Negro. It's the other word, but you know, I'm just trying to be respectful. But anyways, okay, y'all, let's see. Now, there's some ancestors, and it's the matriarchs that's coming through, and they came through forceful and Big Mama style energy, put you in your place, firm, tough, love type energy. I kept hearing look, it's a lot going on right now in the world, in the spiritual realm. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. I hope many of you are awakened to that fact right now, because it's going on. It's about to go down. It's happening. The supernatural, spiritual, supersonic, everything. You got to be mindful of how you are moving. And there's some ancestors right now the matriarchs. I did hear this, like, this matriarch was pissed. And she was like, they are the lighthouses of this family. And every chance they get, the others get, they shit on them. Okay? It's going to be some cuss words flying through this message right here. Hey, we're multi-dimensional beings, and God still loves me. I'm giving you the message as it comes out. But she was like, there's some lighthouses in their family, and they keep shitting on them. They keep pissing on them. They keep kicking over their sandcastles because they don't know who they are. They don't know what's sitting inside of them, that God lives in them too. So what they want to do is keep stealing on them, keep hurting them, keep fucking with them in the wrong type of way. And that ain't godly. And they lost. And they about to get a taste of their own energy they keep sending out, and that's called karma. No, karma ain't a bitch. I heard that. Karma ain't a bitch. It's your lesson. You either get it or you don't get it. And we are in a time right now where you need to know what side you're on. Either you're going to operate in the divinity and the God energy, or either you're going to operate from a place of devil energy. The devil lives on the inside of you. I heard that on the track. The devil lives on the inside of you. And that's the whole truth. What's going on within you? And this is a collective message. It may not resonate with some. It may trigger some. But right now, God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. I keep hearing that song. Listen here. You can't sit here and worry about who attacking you, who hating on you, who hurting you, you can't. When you stay focused on the enemy, that's a distraction. That song, that track I played, Lucrative, it's because God led me to that song, because Source wants us to be focused, mindful of how lucrative you are. That is your birthright, to be focused more on what you want and what your desires on, instead of worrying about who hating on you, who don't like you, who dissing you. That's a distraction. And I heard Spirit say, there's confusion, delusion, and illusions all in the mix in the spiritual realm right now. For those who claim to be in the Spirit of God. For those who claim they are connected to Jesus. For those who claim to believe in a higher power. There's a spirit of confusion, delusion, and illusions that's trying to trap you and keep you in that devil energy. When you have a true connection with God, hate can't vibrate in you. Anger can't vibrate in you. It may be moments that's passing, but it can't stay there if you want to stay connected to God. Love and hate can't vibrate in the midst. Anger and joy can't vibrate in the midst. So, that came through kind of forceful. God ain't playing right now. And I'm telling you right now, I told you. I'm going to tell y'all about this experience I had this past week. I was just sitting here looking at my reality TV. And, it's getting a little hard to look at reality TV because when you're awakened, you see underneath all the petty arguments, all the shade that's being thrown. So, I was just looking at this scene. Of course, it was two black females going at it, being highly disrespectful to themselves and the people around them. But I started crying. So I said, okay, let me mute and pause this. What's going on? Jesus wept. But it wasn't just Jesus weeping. I could feel Mother Earth. I could feel Source. I could feel Jesus. I could feel just all the higher beings that love us unconditionally. I wept. I wept. And it hurt like hell. The truth hurts. Underneath the righteous anger of God is a grieving heart. Because right now the famine is people are not tuned in to God's design, to God's will on your life, to God's purpose for you being on this earth right now, to God's word. Some people just not tuned in. That's the famine. Okay? With God, all things are possible. But you have to believe that. And you have to shift your mind and your being. And this victim mentality. Nope. It ain't it. It ain't the way. This lack mentality. This poverty consciousness. Thinking you don't have enough. Thinking I want this. I want that. I want that. And not looking at all your needs are being provided for. The food, clothing, and shelter. Start there. Be grateful for that. Because this world will condition you to hustle, hustle, hustle. Get, go, go, go. Until you die, die, die. And some people moving through this world and not listening to their body and not listening when you need to slow down and go within to figure out the next steps you need to take instead of trying to do it on your own. Ancestors ain't playing right now, and I ain't saying that they whooping butts or whatever, but what you're feeling right now, because some people are scared of themselves, scared of their own power. I've been there, so I can put it out there. And the only way that I was able to tap in to my own spiritual power, I had to go within. I had to crawl through the mud. I had to crawl through hell. I had to pull myself up out of the darkness so I can be the light that God has called me to be. Some people don't know the hell that you've been through. I ain't told my whole story. If I told my whole story, you'd be like, how are you still here? Why aren't you on crack, cocaine, or heroin? And I ain't disrespecting anybody that is experimenting with that. Because it's something deep-rooted to make you want to numb with those type of drugs. So I have empathy and compassion for anyone who's dabbling in those types of drugs. But I know when you get to the crack, when you get to the heroin, when you get, it's a deep-rooted pain that's not being addressed. And some people just want to be numb and not feel. I get that. But those drugs are a trap. And it'll keep you in a vicious cycle of not honoring and loving yourself. And that's with any type of vice. Okay? Moderation is key. Ain't no judgment here. But those types of drugs, that crack, cocaine, heroin, those are hard drugs. It's people that have overdosed and came back. I don't want to get into that, but I think Spirit wanted me to address that. And if anybody is struggling with hard drugs, you gotta want to help yourself. Take care of yourself. You know, I tapped into the Spirit of the Lord, one of the ascended masters. It's a lot of ascended masters. Your angels are here to protect and guide you. Your spiritual crew is here to help with guidance and protection too. to awaken you. Like all that, them calling us crazy for the ones who can connect with the other side, that's done. This is the time to know who you are. Know thyself. Know that it's bigger than you. Knowing that when you feel alone, you are never alone. You got guardian angels. You got ancestors of the highest light and good. When you're tapped into God, it's all of the highest light and good. I'm not fit to have anyone to tell me to denounce my ancestors. I'm not doing that. I'm respecting and honoring them because they helped me to get out of the darkness too. Coming out of the dark. That song just came to me. That's Gloria Estefan. A lot of you are trapped in between worlds. You're straddling between heaven on earth and hell on earth. But God is calling you to heal, to regenerate, to go within. And sometimes your cutoff game gonna have to be strong with friends and family. Thanksgiving is coming up soon. And you know what I'm doing? I'm staying to myself. Yeah. I love my peace and serenity. This ain't no disrespect to anybody. I ain't trying to be better than anybody. But right now, my peace and serenity holds weight. That's where all my richness lies. That's where I can get my creativity. That's where I can be productive. In that state of being, when you are peaceful and relaxed, abundance comes in many ways and forms. Better recognize money is a resource. Money is energy. They say money is the root of all evil. No, that's not true. That's the lie that's been told to you too. Greed is the root of evil. Money is energy. When you sit here and think about, I don't have enough money, this all that's in my bank account, when you focus on the lack, on what you don't have, the universe gonna keep giving it to you, because that's where you stay at, in that vibration. When you get some money, you feel like you want to give and share it to somebody, do it, because that's how money flow to you too. Not hoarding the money, not holding on to it, because you can't take that when you pass over, when you die. You see a homeless person and you feel called to help them, then do it. And don't worry about what they're going to do with the money. Give out of the kindness of your heart. Because God is calling you to do that when you feel like you need to help somebody. Don't question it. That's who we are. We're here to connect, to help, love, and care for one another in this world. And a lot of people right now ain't doing it. Ain't living it. They say they believe in God. They say they believe in God. But they are not expressing God. That's a disconnect. Before all these races were divided up, originally there was a human race. And God is trying to draw us back to that type of energy. Unity in the human race. If you don't get it, if you don't understand it, then go to God. But most of the time, it surpasses your understanding. Some things just can't be explained. And you're going to see that more and more as time, every day that you bless in life, as time passes on, as you get older, as you get wiser and learning from the lessons. You ain't going to have all the answers. None of us do. I'm not supposed to. I know some of you probably feel like, why am I here? Or, I ain't coming back to this world. Oh, yeah, you will. Because you know, the beauty of being on earth, of living this life as a spiritual being on earth, is being able to experience life. The connections, the food you get to eat, the different people you get to meet, the diversity, the energy of loving and being loved. Some people don't know how to love. But what you're going to have to do is because you've been taught to hate. You've been conditioned to hate. That starts in the home. Okay? And you don't want to turn into the very thing you hate, the very thing you despise. If you truly connect to God, you don't want to turn into the enemy. The enemy is within. And that's, if you keep attracting BS, it's because you own some type of BS. Within. That's what I mean. Something is not being addressed. The richness is found within. The peace is found within. All the answers that you need to the questions that you have is within. And sometimes you have to be patient and wait for divine timing. I had to get that out. Put your nice on ice. If your energy is being drained from friends, family, lovers, because this is the holidays that's coming up, and you keep going back and forth, in and out, and it ain't changing, step back. Step away. Don't worry about what they think about you, what they feel about you. Who cares? Your mental health, your spiritual strength is priority right now. It ain't safe out here in these streets. I'm staying inside where I'm safe right now. Because that's what God is calling me to do right now. So trust your intuition. Trust your instincts, your gut. Listen to it. Sometimes you have to be by yourself, to yourself, for a minute, so you can get the guidance from God, so you can hear the next steps that's being ordered, so you can hear your purpose. This life is about living all of it. The up and down, the joy and pain, the good and bad and ugly. And yesterday I heard 2 pieces of disturbing news. It gave me a migraine. Because I was like, the devil is busy. You know not to come up in my space. I slap the boo-boo out of you. Get away from me. I don't play. Whether you're family, friend, and you know, some of your family members, some of your friends, some of your lovers, they need to take care of themselves. No more ignoring the healing that's needed. And see, when they see that you're healing, that you're moving forward, they have these small mind thinking. They have the first thought that come to their mind is, oh, you think they better than us. They think they better. That, you know, that same old darn thinking. I always hear it. Oh, I'm trying to be better for myself and for the Lord and for God. I'm here to serve God. What I'm doing right now is in service for the higher power. To get back people aligned with God. I'm going to tell you what my ascended master Jesus taught me. He is not a crutch. Taught me how to save myself. Taught me how to heal myself. And I don't know why people get their panties in a bunch when you say that you healed yourself. You are healing yourself. You're doing the work that it takes to look at these traumas, to look at the abuse, to look at the chaos, to look at the drama that you've been infected with. You are a G. When you roll through the mud to get to answer how to clean yourself off, to rise above it all, and to still bloom and grow. All the glory belongs to God, because that is our creator. But we are a spiritual being having a human experience. That means we got to do the work. You can't just say, I turn it over to God. But what you doing? What's your part in it? Now, you can do that for other people. Prayer changes things, but only God can change people. Only God can change their mind, renew their mind, clean their hearts, because they are tapped in to their divinity within. The God lives within. The Lord lives within. The light is within all of us. But you choose hell. Even when you transition, if you experience that in a near-death or a death experience, it's because it's binded somewhere in your soul that's what you believe that you believe you don't believe in your own worth. There's some hell within you that has not been worked out. There's an inner turn within you. When you travel in that way, God does not damn anybody to hell. You choose hell. You choose to walk separate from God. You choose to fight with God. You choose to be angry with God. You choose to not have anything to do with God. But let me tell you about Jesus. Even if you're traveling through that hell and all you can remember, Jesus loves me, yes I know. He may just come and grab you up out of that hell. And that's why on earth or in the spiritual realm. And be grateful for your praying mothers and grandmothers, because some of y'all souls are so lost. They are intercessors, what they call interceding on prayer. And a lot of times with souls, when God hears the prayers of the righteous, Source steps in. The Lord steps in on their behalf. Ain't that beautiful to know? And when people pass, when they die from this, meaning when they transition, we say die, but that's an illusion, because life is eternal. That's eternal. But when people die, pray for them, okay? Because everybody ain't going to heaven. And that's just the truth of the matter. God did not create hell for humanity. It's for the devils and, those type of entities or whatever in that space. Or they can have their own little apartment and do what the heck they need to do in that space. And if you want to join them, then go ahead. But if you want to believe in a higher peace and a higher power and a higher purpose, focus on that. Focus on giving heaven in hand. Some people are looking at you crazy like, what the hell she laughing about? What's she so joyful about? What? All this stuff going on in this world, because I'm not of this world. I'm not plugged into this world. I'm plugged into Source, into God. That's where all my joy comes from. That's where all my peace comes from. That's where all the goodness, the mercy, the favor come from. And a lot of people have forgotten that. And you've been called back to that. So Spirit had me to pull out some oracle cards. And this is the energy. You are not alone. Embrace the energy of peace. See from a higher perspective. That's from the angels and ancestors. And then I'm going to read, because our ancestors and angels want me to read this. This is the message. Bask in joy and light. This is the root. Rise up, open your wings, and shine. Bring your projects and plans out into the light, into manifestation. Now I understand why lucrative. What's the music message? Be productive, be fruitful, and multiply. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward, because this is a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There is a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you, as it is inspiration directly from the divine. Okay, this card can also indicate that the common summer will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. Message: bask in joy and light. That's the choice. Or you could choose to stay in hell. Or you could choose to stay connected to these dark spirits. A lot of times people welcoming people into their home, people into their hearts, people into their environment, into their space, and you're not even discerning. You're not reading their energy. That's dangerous. There's a new world that's being birthed right now. The shift is here. The old is done, and you're seeing it crumbling, 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 because it has to make way for the new. And the next set of messages is indecision. What you gonna do? Are you gonna keep operating in devil energy, being a puppet, or are you gonna work with God? Are you going to be an expression of God? Angel of balance. Get your footing, get grounded right now. The angels are here to help you with that. Temper yourself, temper your energy. Anger management. I just heard that. Some of you need anger management. You can't do it on your own. Go to God or get some therapy. Get some help. Strategy. Strategize with people, places, and things right now. Read the fine print. I just heard that on any contracts. Read the fine print. Some of y'all don't like to read. And I learned that working in customer service. Read what you're getting into. Learn more before you buy. Anything. That's anything in life, okay? Strategize from this darkness, these devils, these demonic spirits. And the only way you're going to know how to clearly strategize is be aligned with God and your spiritual crew. Angels, ancestors, spiritual guides. We all have spiritual guides. Okay? I know the church teaches you so many different things. And let me say this. There is value in all religions because they all lead to one source. I believe that and I know that. But it's only one source. Man created religion. God created us, the universe, Mother Earth. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that the bigger power you should want to tap into to move forward, to be great, to be yourself, to be true to yourself, to be authentic, and to stop pretending. Ain't no more faking it till you make it. And I'm hearing this right now. Some of y'all got friends, they do not want to see where you are at right now. They're going to keep acting like they don't see who you are right now. Don't take it personal. It's teaching you a lesson. It's some people that don't even acknowledge you in certain ways. And then I don't understand this. It's reciprocity is very important. There's some people that believe that you owe them something. You don't owe them a goddamn thing. It's some people that want you to be there for them, and they ain't even been there for you like that. That's a sickness. That's a mental illness. Somebody thinking that you owe them something. And they're not even giving you half of the 100% that you're giving to them. And then they have a nerve to get upset. Get mad. When you don't give them what they want. They have temper tantrums. Be mindful of those dark spirits like that. Because let me tell you something about your shadow self. Learn how to love your shadow too, so it can integrate with your light. Or the shadow will rule. The shadow will rule you when you don't take care of that shadow and start looking at the root issues of why you insane in the membrane, and why you keep hurting people, and why you keep harming people, and why you keep going through this vicious loop, and why you keep going through this cycle of abuse, trauma, and pain. The real G's confront themselves, look at themselves, have the courage to not have this victim mentality. This limited belief. This world conditions you to have a limited belief. But with God, all things are possible. You can be fruitful and multiply even during this, because you know you got to trust that God provides. You really do right now. We all going through it. We are all under judgment. Every day your faith is tested. All of ours. And you have to make a choice. Okay, is this going to be a great day that the Lord has made, or I'm going to give them hell because they giving me hell? You have to fight for it every day. Fight for your right to party. That just came up. You got to fight for your right to party. I can't remember the name of that artist, the song either, but it's fitting. Message. To live your best life, basically. That's what I'm hearing. That's what you got to do. God is calling you to regenerate, to heal, to be present, to be here now, to be here in the now. The past is done. The future's not here right now. You have to believe. You have to ask and believe and know that it is already given. Practice, practice, practice makes better. And Archangel Raphael is here to help you with some heart healing. These archangels are real. Archangel Michael is my buddy. Because I be like, okay, be on guard. Smite whatever is trying to attack my light. You're going to have to be vigilant with that right now. Because there's some people that don't want to do the work. Okay, that's fine. Well, you stay over there in your lane and let me do me, boo. You're going to have that type of mentality. It's real trill right now, I hear. You got to make some decisions. Just because you was born into that family don't mean that's where you got to stay. You may stay connected to one or two. You may not stay connected to any of them because they all toxic. then you walk away and do what's best for you, for your sanity, for your safety. That's always priority with any and everything. Let's see what else. Put your nice on ice. Kindness is niceness, and because you can be nice nasty. Be kind always. You know what kindness is. That comes from God. You know, that's that righteous energy. But being nice with people just to get along, just not to ruffle feathers, just not to bring any conflict. No. Learn how to be strong in saying no. I'm practicing that more for myself too. I used to be a people pleaser, doing for everybody else before doing for me. Then I learned how to learn how to love myself and take care of myself. Like, okay, I see what you're telling us. God, I see what happens, the power we get. When you love yourself first and you take care of yourself first, big things be popping. Okay? Different beings on this earth, y'all. And we ain't gonna all operate the same and do the same thing. If anybody know my daddy, you know I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Anybody know me and know my dad? You know, I can be eccentric, eclectic, different, weird. I own all of it because I love me. And my pure heart comes from me. I'm grateful to have a pure heart right now because I have been through some hell. I have gained so many chances. I have taken breadcrumbs. I have been kicked, spat on, shat on, pissed on. My sandcastles have been kicked over every now and then. I try to find some peace, some joy, and love, but I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna shut up. I'm gonna keep doing me, keep moving forward. Ain't hurting nobody, ain't harming nobody. I ain't doing none of it. All this is from the intentions of a pure and positive place. If anybody is triggered, I say this: go to God, return to source, go within, heal thyself, know thyself, love thyself. Then you'll see me properly. Quit dealing with these sometime friends, sometime family. Everybody don't want to see you do well. And we are living in those times right now. If you're in limbo, choose to go with the flow of God. If you're stuck between worlds, if you feel like you're still caught up in the matrix and ain't living this heaven on earth like a lot of people are doing right now, it's about perspective. It's about the bigger picture and stepping outside the box. And stepping outside of your comfort zone, it's going to feel uncomfortable at times. But that is where your power is. You'll see. And I got one more message for you from the wisdom of the oracle. This is a message from up above. Time for a nap. Rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action. Allowing dreams to arise. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. I can't even say that. Neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back. Take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement now. Message. I know this message is long, y'all. If you made it to the end, I appreciate you for tuning in and listening. Look, I was just chilling today and I was just going to be, and I was tired and I said, okay, I'm going to take a little nap. But then all of a sudden, the spirit moved through me and I got strength. I got reset to give you this message. Cause for the next 7 days, I think I'm going to unplug, detox, so I can get ready for these blessings that God has for us. So I can be prepared for that. Be prepared for positivity, for love. Love always wins. Love is the highest vibration. Trust in that. Believe in that. Have faith in that. I love y'all. I just want to give this message. It's an oracle message from above. I was called to do it, to be used as a vessel today. I do it. I do it. I do it. I made the choice to walk in my purpose. And a lot of you are being called to do that too. Arise and shine. It's time. All right, y'all, let's ride out to this track called Heavy Handed. Because it's time to say yes to God and no to these worldly matters. And to any people, places, or thing that do not serve your higher self. Time to stay on the job with staying tapped in to your higher self. Because God is calling us to do so. I love you. I believe in you. God does too. There's a greater love for us all. Take hold of it. Hold on to it with all your might. And when you're feeling alone or lonely, go to God. Always return to source. That's where you'll find your peace and an abundance of joy and love. Y'all take care and have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with the ones that you love. And if you want to enjoy it by yourself, you good on that too. Take care. Be blessed. Be mindful. Be loved. Be forgiven. Be light. Be compassionate. No matter what. Love you. Peace.